confusion. Draw a line in the sand, we abuse it. This moment we own, and watch us prove it. We are released, the revolution. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite. Let's live forever. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite.
If you smell what the rock is cooking. The rock says, the rock says. The rock says, the rock. I hear voices in my head.
Hello and welcome to a delayed AEW Wrestling Talk Show with Rhys Jones and
John Smith, and the reason why it's been delayed is one of us was away.
and we bring you our reactions to AEW All Out dramatically.
Yes, because AEW All Out, otherwise known as AEW Backstage Assault, and we'll go into the reason why later on, came at you from the Hoffman Estates, Illinois, came at you from the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Yes, Chicago, Illinois to be exact.
And had an attendance of 10,014. A far cry from another event held the day before that had an attendance of 62,000.
From a company that we're unfortunately not allowed to mention.
So we had 15 matches in total, 4 of which took place on the pre-show / buy-in, whatever you want to call it.
For in a mixed tag team match for the AAA World Tag Team title, mixed tag team title, Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello of the Jericho Appreciation Society retained their championships against one of Ortiz and Santana, but Ortiz and Ruby Soho.
Don't you mean Ruby Riott?
With a bit of help from Anna Jay.
Again, don't you mean Ruby Riott?
Right.
In the second match, Hook defeated Angelo Parker for the FTW Championship.
And Pat retained his AEW World Latin Championship against the returning Kip Sabian.
Don't you mean Neville retained the AEW Intercontinental Championship? And then finally, the newly reinstated Eddie Kingston
beat Tomohiro Ishii by pinfall.
Then we went on to the main card, in which we started with the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Copyright.
Sorry, I mean the casino ladder match, in which
Receive a future AEW World Championship match. Now, the people involved were Claudio Castagnoli,
let's see if we got this right.
yes,
Yes. So, oh, you mean Cesaro,
copyright,
Wheeler Yuta, Penta El Zero,
Ray Phoenix,
Rush, Andrade Cien Almas,
copyright, that should be Andrade El Evil,
and Dane Martin. However, when we did our pre-show to this,
there was a mystery superstar, otherwise known as a Joker.
and that mystery that turned out to be
Someone who is better than you.
just someone by the name of Maxwell Jacob Friedman, aka MJF, aka The Miz 2.0.
And we haven't seen him since his pipe bomb that he did on Tony Khan all those months ago.
And being the Joker, he would ultimately joke everyone else and win the match.
Making him earn a future AEW World Championship match anytime he wants, provided whoever that champion may be.
Yes, and we'll get into whoever that champion may be very shortly. The next match was the tournament finals for the AEW World Trios Championship.
In a match to crown the inaugural champions, we have the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, with Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa in their corner,
Taking on the team of Hangman Adam Page and the Dark Order.
of Alex Reynolds and John Silver.
Judging who is the executives, quote unquote, of AEW, and really which team made sense, I would say the winners of this match made sense. However, it would not last, and again we'll get into that in a moment. The winners of this match and the team ultimately recognized as the first AEW World Trios Champion, the Young Bucks, the Elite, in the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yes. But we'll get on to the reasons why. Next, we had a match for the AEW TBS Championship
When
as
Goldberg,
Jay Cargo, who came down to the ring looking like She-Hulk.
don't you mean Goldberg? Took on Athlena, and in what was pretty much a squash match.
In around 4 minutes and 20 seconds, She-Hulk, Jay Cargo,
I mean,
came out.
I mean, C. Goldberg.
Copyright for the name.
Actually, it's not because it's been used in other companies.
Very, very true. In another event, Jay Cargill retains the championship.
Next, we had the current AEW TNT champion of Wardlow teaming up with the Revival.
Copyright.
FTR of Cass Wheeler and Dax Hayward. Taking on Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns
Formerly of Impact Wrestling.
of Chris Sabian and Alex Sealer.
Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, with Satnam Singh and Sanjay Dutt in their corner.
And ultimately, the winners of this match would be Wardlow and FTR.
Yeah, again, not surprising to us after a 16-minute match. It was what we expected was going to go, to be honest.
Next, in a blow-off match, really,
Between two former Team Taz members in Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks.
and in 5 minutes and 5 seconds, Powerhouse Hobbs would win the match.
Then we had our next match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships.
Yes, the tag team champions of Keith Lee and Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Copyright for the second name, but not for the first one.
In the Swerve Stick round, they would take on the Acclaimed of Anthony Browns and Max Caster, with a former member of D Generation X in Billy Gunn.
And what was an absolutely amazing match, Swerve in Our Glory retained the championships. Now, the Acclaimed are over as heck right now, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if down the line AEW make them the new champions.
Yes, but at the minute, Tony Khan has got a few more bigger things on his plate.
Yes, we'll come to that very shortly.
Now, we also noted how the AEW Women's Champion, Thunder Rosa, picked up an injury going before All Out, so they decided to do a Fatal 4 match, determined a new interim champion. By process of elimination, it probably means that the next championship to have an interim champion will be the TNT Championship.
Yeah, in a second. So the four women involved in this match were
Four
Rose's tag team partner, Tony Storm,
former champion Dr. Britt Baker, DMD,
with Rebel in her corner, also aligned with Britt Baker in this match, Jamie Hayter,
and also former champion Akira Shida.
yes,
But ultimately, and probably thankfully, and probably it's unfortunate that this won't be recognized as a true reign in AEW's eyes. But after a 14-minute match, the winner and interim WWE Women's Champion, AEW Women's Champion, Toni Storm.
yeah, although it will not be officially recognised by AEW, but in the fans' eyes, this will be acknowledged as her first main women's.
Now, I give to you. You want to know what a definition of a squash match is in WWE? In wrestling. You want to know what a definition of a squash match is in wrestling? How about a match that lasts 20 seconds?
Which was between Christian Cage and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. The reason why it was 20 seconds? Luchasaurus.
And the winner of this match, Christian.
Right.
No, it's not. It's just the same name with something else added on to it.
But speaking of copyright, you're going to have a field day with this one.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Daniel Bryan versus Chris Jericho.
Copyright for the first name, but not for the second one.
Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan, aka Team Hell, whatever you want.
Oh, the American Dragon.
So this was probably arguably the match of the night.
Oh, it was, absolutely.
And after all of this, the winner of the match, Chris Jericho, which meant that what they were going to do a few weeks later was predictable when you see the aftermath of which we will get to momentarily.
Then we had a six-man tag team match as a team of Darby Allin, Sting,
And Rusev
oh, you're right.
took on the House of Black of Aleister Black,
Oh, you're right.
Brody King, and Murphy.
Oh, you're right.
Hey.
It's Buddy Mac. What my colleague is trying to say is Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews.
And after the winners of this match after 12 minutes, Darby Allin, Sting and Rusev.
Oh, you're right. I love bird name.
And
now
we go to the main event of the evening.
As Jon Moxley put his AEW World Championship on the line against the hometown hero, CM.
Now, it's 2 weeks or so before All Out. CM Punk and Jon Moxley faced each other on an episode of Dynamite to crown a undisputed AEW World Champion.
in which Moxley won the match.
Ultimately by squash match.
Yes, because there was rumors going around about Punk not being medically cleared in time or carrying some sort of injury.
Right, so then they decided to do a rematch here.
Yes. Match, however, normally Punk is normally cheered in this situation in front of his hometown crowd, but not in this case.
Yes, but after close to 20 minutes, a GTS, I believe,
Yes, I think it was.
the winner of this match and new AEW World Champion, CM Punk. Too bad it wouldn't last.
Yes, because Punk
We'll get to that in a minute, but let's quickly run through the results of the card again.
Yes. So in our four fighting matches,
Jericho Appreciation Society of Sammy Guevara and Tamir defeated Ortiz and Ruby Soho to retain the AAA World Mixed Tag Team Championship.
Punk defeated Angela Barber to retain the
Black defeated Kip Sabian to retain the AEW All Atlantic Championship.
and Eddie Kingston beat Tomohiro Ishii by pinfall.
On the main show, you can handle this.
Oh yes, thank you. As Maxwell Jacob Freeman, otherwise known as MJF, beat Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Kenta El Zero Miedo, Ray Phoenix, Rush, Andrade El Idolo, and Dante Martin to win this ladder match, and is now number one contender to the AEW World Championship.
The Elite of Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks defeated Anara and Page and the Dark Order to become the first ever AEW World Trios Champions.
Jade Cargill extended her elite reign and retained the TBS Championship against Athena.
Wardlow and FTR defeated Jay Lethal and Motor City Guns.
Powerhouse Hobbs squashed Ricky Starks.
Swerve and Glory defeated the Acclaimed to retain the AEW World Tag Team Championships.
In a four-way match to crown the interim AEW Women's World Kushida.
In a complete squash match, Christian Cage defeated Jungle Boy.
Chris
So,
Jericho defeated Bryan Danielson.
Darby Allin, Sting, and Miller defeated House of Black of Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews.
And CM Punk defeated John Moxley to win the AEW World Championship. But
Yes, there was. The drama did not end there because
in typical CM Punk style, how can we explain this? The look on Tony Khan's face during the media scrum. I would not want to be in his shoes right now.
essentially, to break it down into a nutshell, there was a legitimate fight that took place at the media scrum involving CM Punk, the Elite, and someone else.
And Ace Steel, an AEW coach who is Punk's trainer and longtime friend. And as a result of the brawl, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and some other superstars who were involved in the fight have been suspended, which means that Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks have been stripped of the AEW World Trio Championships that they just won mere hours ago.
And CM Punk himself has been suspended and stripped of the AEW World Championship. And if that wasn't bad enough for Mr. Punk, it was also
He has suffered minor injury.
it was also reported that during this match, Punk tore a muscle which will require surgery and will keep him out of action for up to 8 months. So if I were Tony Khan, I might keep my Punk away from the title. It seems to cause an injury.
Or even better, keep Punk away from AEW.
So what happens now? What happened then was the AEW Trio Championship was then decided on the episode of Dynamite on September 7th, which followed the All Out Brawl and fight. And currently, those titles are being held by Death Triangle, who defeated Best Friends to win the titles. Which means, by the way, that Pac is currently holding 2 titles in AEW.
Yes, and as for the World Championship, Tony Khan has decided to make a tournament to crown the new champion, which will ultimately, at the time of this recording, on next week's Dynamite.
Yes, and that match is slated to be between John Moxley and Bryan Danielson.
Of the Blackpool Combat Club.
So, the I would say honeymoon period seems to be all but over for our friends at AEW.
Yes, it'd be very interesting to see how Tony Khan can recover, or if he can recover from this latest incident.
Especially with some superstars not starting to be not particularly happy and maybe considering championship either back to a company they previously worked at or just go there altogether.
But only time will tell, and it'll be interesting to see how much damage AEW will sustain over the next few months, or maybe even years.
We do not, at this present moment in time, have a date for the next AEW pay-per-view. But when that time comes, we will bring you the match card, run with hopefully some of the stories which have developed between now and then. But until then, he's been
Sean Smith, and he's been.
Rich Jones, and we will see you next time where hopefully the dynamite has not exploded.
Goodbye.